up, everybody? Michael Nettemeyer here, and I'm your host of the Whitwin Podcast, whatever it takes, whenever it's needed. I wanted to start off first by thanking you. I want to thank everyone that's reached out. I want to thank everyone that's liked the podcast, that's subscribed on YouTube, on iTunes, on Spotify, on all the SoundCloud, all of the platforms that we're on. I want to thank everybody for, your kind words, your engagement. Thanks for listening. And lately, I've been getting some messages from people asking me what they should do to get more sales, how to grow their business. And you know what? It's a good question. We all need more sales. Now, maybe you've been thinking about starting your own business, or maybe COVID slowed you down. Now you're looking to revamp. Maybe you've had a family event you needed to deal with, and it took you away from your business, and now you need to relaunch. Whatever the case may be, if you want to get your business going, and I mean really get it going, not just have a good month and then panic because you don't know where the next sale is coming from. I'm talking about having an abundant business, a business that thrives regardless of the economy, regardless of the pandemic, regardless of any outside factors. If this is what you want and you want to create your own economy, doesn't matter what's happening in the outside world, your business can thrive regardless. Right? If this is what you want, you need to understand that you're a salesperson first, regardless of the business that you're in. Every single business needs sales to survive. It doesn't matter if you're a realtor, a contractor, a plumber, an electrician, a lawyer, a financial planner. Any industry you're in, you have to think of yourself as a salesperson first. Now, you may not be selling a product, but you are selling a service, and more importantly, you're selling people on the idea that you're the best solution to their problem. Think about that for a minute. I tell realtors all the time, you don't sell houses. And they look at me a little bit funny. Think about it. If you're a realtor, would you ever continue to try to sell someone on a house that they don't want? Absolutely not. You're not pressuring people into something they don't want. Not saying sales is pressure, because it's not. It's helping people get what they want. But you wouldn't pressure someone or push someone on a house that they didn't want. You aren't selling a house. You're selling people on the idea of working with you. You're selling people, and this is any profession, you're selling people on the idea that you're the best choice they have to work with because, one, you take your profession seriously, two, you care more than most, and because you're going to be able to provide the best service possible. Now, the same is true for most professions out there. Now, if you want to expand your business and you want to make it indestructible, you need sales. You are a salesperson first. I always hear people say it takes money to make money. They think it takes money to launch a business. They think it takes all this money to get started. If I just had more money, I could go, build my business and live my dream. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take money to make money. If you want to grow your business, it does not have to take money. You can do it that route, but it doesn't take money. What it does take, it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage. It's going to require a belief in yourself. It's going to require self-esteem. It's going to require a work ethic. It's going to require a ton of discipline, and it's going to require a ton of consistency. And the biggest factor it's going to require, and this is the biggest, it's not giving up when things get tough. And things will get tough. There's nothing easy about starting a business. Nothing. It's tough. It's difficult. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to have days where you just want to quit. You're going to have a lot of days, trust me, where you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit most days, most likely. You're going to have doubts constantly. You're going to have doubts creep in and tell you, you know what, you should quit. You got that little subconscious speaking to you. You're going to have doubts that tell you you should quit. Why not quit? Let's go get a real job. Why? Let's quit on my dream. Let's settle for a life of existence rather than a life of substance. Too many people live a life of existence. They go to a job they hate. Said that over 80% of people go to a job that they hate. They also say most heart attacks happen on Monday mornings. Why is that? Thank God it's Friday. How many times do you hear that? I live in a building in the elevator. People get super excited on Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Living for the weekend, right? Why not build a life where every day feels like a weekend? Where you're excited about every single day, not just, oh, it's Friday, I can't wait to have Saturday and Sunday off, and then what happens on Sunday? Sunday afternoon, you start dreading, oh no, I have to go back to work on Monday. That's why most heart attacks happen on Monday. People start to get stressed out. They're going back to a job they hate. They're spending the bulk of their lives doing something they don't enjoy doing. All right? So don't settle for a life of existence if you know there's something better for you out there. Now, the other thing is you're going to have other people tell you that you should quit and give up on your dreams too. Not only is it bad enough that you have yourself telling you and you have to talk yourself out of the idea of quitting, but now you're going to have other people telling you that you should quit, that you should give up on your dreams. They're going to say things to you like, when are you going to be realistic? Why do you think and dream so big? These are not people to take advice from. These are not people to listen from. It could be a family member. It could be a spouse. It could be someone that you respect deeply, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you have to respect them any less. It just means don't take advice from them. There's something I want you to keep in mind. No successful person will ever tell you to quit on their dreams. None. You'll never meet a successful person that'll tell you to give up. Successful people don't encourage quitting. They know how hard the journey is, and the reason they succeeded is because when times get tough, they persevere rather than throwing in the towel. So I want you to leave you something here. Who you take advice from matters. Think about that next time someone's telling you to quit. Think about where they're at in their life. What have they accomplished? Are they manifesting you quitting on you because they quit on their dream? Maybe. So think about that. Now that we covered if you're going to relaunch your business, if you're going to start your business, or you're just looking to grow your business, we know it's going to be difficult. We know what it's going to take from a mental standpoint to do that. What do we do next, though? How do we actually grow our business? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to grow mine, and if I had to start over, what I would do today if I had to start over today, starting from zero. So here's what I would do. And this is simple, guys. This is very simple, but it's effective if done correctly. All right, and that's what I asked. Somebody the other day asked me, they were like, oh, we think, so-and-so's hiding your secrets, or, we've got a team member that's crushing it right now. They're like, oh, I think he's hiding the secrets. He's not hiding anything. He's doing the basics really, really well. All right, that's what they say, that people that are extraordinary, they do extraordinary things really well. It's ordinary things done extra well because they're done consistently. Now, I can promise you I've spent tons of money, probably close to $500,000 on personal development over the last 12 years. And if there was a secret bullet to success, I would have found it by now. I've spent enough money, trust me. The key to this is discipline, it's consistency, and it's doing things over and over and over and over and over again until you get the results that you want. So what I'm going to tell you here is simple, but effective if done well and consistent, not just done once. You can't do it once and say it didn't work. You have to do it over and over and over and over again. Here's what I would do. I would make a list of 100 people. I would make a list of 100 people right now. This should not take you a week to do, or even an 8-hour full day today. Go get it done right now. It should take you maybe an hour. Pull up your phone, look at the number of contacts in there. I'm sure you have over 100 people in your phone. Look at the number of friends you have on Facebook and social media. I'm sure it's over 100. Make this list right now. Put it in an Excel spreadsheet. You don't need a fancy CRM. Put it on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just get these names somewhere. Now that you have, put your list together now. Now that you have all 100, you need to call them. So you need to call all of them, every single person on that list. Again, don't wait on this. Take action. The best time to take action is when the idea is hot. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to call them. You're going to call them and say, I wanted to let you know I just started a new business, or I'm still in business, or I'm relaunching my business. And I was wondering who you know that might need my services. Now they're probably going to say, I don't know anyone. So you're going to briefly explain to them what you can do. Or maybe they're going to ask, what do you do? I don't know what you do, because we haven't done a good enough job of letting people know what our business is. So I'm going to briefly explain to them. I replace electrical panels. I build decks. I renovate kitchens and bathrooms. I help people buy and sell homes. Whatever it is you do, explain to them and ask them then, do you need any of my services? Have you thought about renovating your house this year? Have you thought about adding a deck? Have you thought about finishing your basement? Do you need a new electrical panel? Do you own rental properties that need a panel? Do you need new HVAC? Whatever it is, right? Do you need financial services? It doesn't matter. Ask them if they need anything that you offer. Now, here's the cool thing. They might, right? Out of these 100 contacts that you make, you might get one or two that need something done today. Cool. You've got 2 opportunities right there. So you took a day, set a list up, made 100 contacts, not just calls, but you need to talk to these people. 100 contacts. You might get 1 or 2 pieces of business from it. Either way, even if they don't, it's okay. Then what you're going to say to them is, look, over the next 12 months, you're most likely going to come across 5 to 7 people who are needing a service that I can provide. Can I count on you to pass my information to them? And would you also let me know when this happens? So why would I do that? I want to know if they're passing along my information. And I'm going to continue to follow up with these people. So this is a super easy phone call to make. And in the beginning, if you aren't used to making these calls, it's probably going to be uncomfortable. I get it. All right, you're probably already thinking, yeah, I'm not doing that. No way. I'm not calling people. Are you kidding me? I get it. I used to hate to call people too. I do. It's uncomfortable. You feel like you're bothering them. You feel like you're asking them for something. You just feel like, oh God, I didn't want to do it either. I understand. I hated making these phone calls in the beginning. And you know what I hated more? You know what I hated more than calling people? I hated being broke. I hated having debt collectors call me. I hated getting my water shut off. And I hated having my heat get shut off. I hated living in constant fear of how I was going to survive financially. I remember I'd lay in bed and just think about how impossible it seemed to be able to ever pay off $100,000 in student loans and a mountain of credit card debt that I racked up in college. You know, that seemed impossible. That's what I hated. And that's what drove me to go start making these calls. Because as bad as these calls might seem, for me it was way worse living in constant fear of being financially broke. Now, maybe your financial situation isn't as bad as mine was, and I really hope it's not. And even if it's not that bad, you need to ask yourself, don't you want your business to thrive? Don't you deserve to have a business that thrives? Don't you want to get to a point where you can truly live the life you want and deserve? I hope you do, because you do deserve it. And if there's something telling you that you want more, it's the universe's way. Call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever you want. That's the universe's way of telling you that you deserve it, that you can do it, that it's possible. Now, will making these calls make you an overnight millionaire? No. You know, you're going to be on Instagram and the Lambos and stuff like that. Trust me, guys, most of that stuff, they rent those cars. They don't really own them. So if you're showcasing or if you're putting your success up against somebody on Instagram, you're probably doing better than them, to be honest. A lot of that stuff's fake. So don't get caught up in that stuff. So will this make you an overnight millionaire? No, most likely not. Will it drastically change the course of your business and instantly create an abundant amount of business for you? Probably not, but you never know. That one more call that you make could be the call that lands a huge client for you, that lands somebody that's renovating tons of houses, that lands somebody that needs financial services, that has a high net worth. You never know what can happen. Will it set you up and make you an overnight millionaire? Most likely not. But here's what it will do. It's the first step. It's the first step in building a business and building a solid foundation for your business. And I guarantee you this, once you have 100 conversations with your people, you're going to begin getting business from it. People you talk to will need your services. They will know, and people they will know are going to also need your services. Your business is going to start to grow. And the key is to not just do this once and stop. Now, you need to talk to your database at least every single quarter. I would be talking, and how am I adding people to this? As I'm generating new clients and I'm getting referrals, I need to get those people into my database. And maybe you get a more robust CRM. You can get a cheap CRM out there for most industries, $25 a month. It doesn't cost a lot. You don't need that in the beginning, but maybe you start putting some money into some technology to get a better CRM to keep in touch with people. All right? Now, so talk to them every quarter. You're going to make sure you call them and you're going to thank them when they do send you referrals. That's super important. Also, think about this. Start posting your business on social media. It's free advertising. Put yourself out there. Don't worry about what other people are going to think. Start putting yourself out there. If you don't have phone numbers for people, send messages on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all the different social media platforms. The point I'm trying to make is it's your responsibility as a business owner to get as many people as possible to know what you do and how you can help them. You need to constantly be promoting yourself and your business. Keep in mind, money follows attention. All right, you've got to get attention on yourself and on your business for people to know what you do, for them to be able to want to use your services. Once you take action on this and begin having these conversations and letting people know what you do, you're going to start to find yourself becoming more creative too. You're going to begin to find other ways and other pillars of generating business. Keep in mind, every business needs multiple pillars of lead flow. So the message I'm trying to get across today is start with one. We don't need to go do 5 right now and do 5 kind of, halfway and not real well. Let's go start with one. Start with making calls to people that you already know, who already know you, who already like you, who already trust you. And make this a constant source of revenue for your business. And once you do that, then you can start to look to add a second. Then you can add a third. Then you can add a fourth. But take the first step today, and I guarantee you'll be happy you did.